Okay, this all fits in what you just said and what Dana has said. I was at the planning committee on Wednesday, and the gentleman right beside me as my opponent. We're both running for a position in ward. This is Ian Letourneau. I'm André Faust. But one of the things that I was shocked by this meeting, to give a bit of background, the issue is a developer wanting to develop housings in the back of McMinimum Court, which is at the east end of Fredericton on the other side of the Princess Margaret Bridge. Right now there's a set of wetlands there, a set of railroad tracks, and this one little one-way or dead-end street. The people bought their houses for the quietness. Anyway, this developer wants to tie this in, but there's fundamental problems to why this can't be done. One's are environmental issues, the other are traffic issues that are in hand. Anyway, we're at the meeting, and the presentations were made, and I have to say at this particular meeting they did allow input from the residents, including myself. What I was shocked with was that the developer, Jeff Coulter, sat on the planning committee. And I said, how can that be? The developer who's got a vested interest in this is sitting on the committee. I challenged that. I said, and they said, well, he doesn't have a vote. And I said, human psychology is that people, just their presence will influence. Well, that kind of threw me. The thing went to a vote. 3 councillors voted no. They voted in favor of McMinimum Court. The other 3 votes were no. It was a tie vote. The chair had to break the vote. All of a sudden, I learned that this guy's a key businessman in Fredericton. He owns Dynex down in Lower St. Mary's Way. Has a series of apartments. So these 2 civilian members of the planning committee are, they are to Fredericton as what Irving is to the province. They have that kind of clout. And they're making decisions. Now, the chairperson voted on behalf of the developer. And he gave his reasons. Now, the presentations that were given, the resident from McMinimum Court did an excellent job of bringing in empirical and anecdotal evidence. And when he made his decision supporting the developer, he came up with the flood problem down there. Oh, that's minor detail. That's something that happens by nature. The second argument on the traffic type of thing. Oh, that's minor detail. We'll put this thing in and we'll solve that later down the road. The argument was, look at the north end of Princess Margaret Bridge at peak traffic time. It's a disaster. You're adding, 42 more houses on phase 1. When you get to phase 2, you're going to have 200 some houses all trying to come through this little street. He dismissed all of that, played all that down. So what's happening is, and it's been articulated in the panel, this business corporate power, the professional look. I mean, for some reason, if you look like Jesus, you're not supposed to be, you're not supposed to, be serious in politics. Instead, you have to look like, in Monopoly, that banker in Monopoly, you have to have that banker look. That's what that 3-piece suit is all about, the tie, is that banker look. That's what gives you legitimacy. But, you be a little bit off the wall like Matthew, or more off the wall like myself. I can't take no digs at my opponent here yet. We're supposed to be living in tin rooms and all kinds of things like that. So what I've just added is to give, support, to what's been doing. And again, what touches on the fracking. Profits first, environment second, profits before people. That's what it all boils down to. Thank you for giving me this time.